What is up, guys? It is Edwin, and today I am gonna be showing you guys the 10 most easiest plants to grow in your garden and how to start one. Now, if you want to start your own garden, you gotta first know which plants you want, and how to deal with them. Now, if you just started dealing with a plant, if you want to make your own garden, and something like this. Now, this is called a pro kind of garden. Well, as you guys can see, it's getting a little bit rubbish, but those little egg things, those help prevent slugs from coming. And this is what I call not really good garden. Now, as you guys know, that garden looks really more neat, but you can't just say that it's nicer because of something, but it's not nicer because the only reason is that if it is nicer, then it'd be really good. Well, the reason why it's not nicer than ours, even though it has a bigger space, is because they only have one variety or two varieties of plants, which aren't a good thing, and their soil isn't matching up. Now, I don't know what kind of plants are those, but it's a kind of vegetable for sure. And I'm gonna be showing you guys tips how to actually start your own garden. Let's get right into that. Now, the first thing you want to do and check is the plants. Now, I'm gonna be telling you guys first all the plants that you should get. First one, you should get green onions. Green onions are so beginner. If you're literally like you don't really want to do anything, then green onion is your type. You're on team green onions. Green onions are really easy to grow, and they're only for one reason. Number one, the roots are so simple. Number two, the planting is so easy. Number three, it's so cheap. And number four, it grows really quickly. And number five, you can get it whenever you want. And last but not least, the reason why it's so simple is because you don't need to it grows like a weed. You don't really need to check anything of it. You just need to just water it, and then it gets a green pulp like this. Now, these green pulps are the green onions. These white parts are the roots that you can grow. Now there are three ways why and how you can grow it. How you can grow it. The first one is that you can go to the supermarket. You'll get green onions, something like this, but a little bit more higher. And then you chop the green parts off. Then take the white parts and then use those. So you use those, or you can get seeds and just sprinkle it up and then cover it up and then you're done. Or you can just put it in water and then put it in soil. Same thing as the shopping thing, is just that you put water and then soil. Now, I'm going to be telling you guys how to take care of them. So, for example, let's say that I just bought this thing from the market. I just pulled it off of the root. Now, this is not what plants are like, because then it will affect it. So, you get this from the market. You get something like this from the market, and then you'll apply, for example, and then you're gonna cut the green part right over there. But yeah, and then you're gonna keep this part of the white, and then you're gonna put it onto the ground. Now, in order to do that, the easiest method is by finding the best place. Now, the best place is probably gonna have to be in an open space. Now, you don't really need an open space. It's just that if you have soil, then you should get all these plants, and mostly every single plant just needs original garden soil. So you're gonna get this, you're gonna get the plant right over here. You take original potting soil, then you put it on, then you cover it up in the whole thing, then put some little bit of this kind of dirt on top of it. Now, in order to plant this, I don't have enough hands to do it, so I'm gonna try to tell my dad to come and hold it, but probably he won't say it, so I'm gonna have to do this to my plant. Okay, so in order to grow it, you have to, I'm just going to show you it. So in order to make it, you first have to get like a pickaxe right over here. And then like a plier or something. This, you mine it the ground. You mine the ground like this. Get the hole good. So then you get the hole, then you're gonna take that tulip right here and stick it right inside. I'm gonna try to make it, okay, yeah, I can't do this, but, and then you take it up, and then you take the dirt back, and then just slice it on top. Now you just take the sand, take your driver, and then pound it, and then you get this. And then probably you want to water it. Maybe just like take water, like a hose. Now you should get a hose that's like this. I got it from Home Depot. And there's mist right over here, as you can see. There's mist. Now the mist right over here, there's mist, and then in shower you can use those to use it for the plants, and those are totally going to be good. Now green onions are also the first. Now the second one obviously has to be some celery. Now celery isn't as easy, but they are easy to dye if you don't get the right texture. But as long as if you just water it, you're good. Next one is gonna have to be Habanero red pepper. Now Habanero red peppers are simple for slugs to eat, but they look like this. It's really hard to get the peppers out and see that. But the reason, as you can see, I got bitten by slugs, but not anymore. I dealt with them. So now the only thing you need to do, now the reason why chilies are so simple, it's because you only need to do one thing. You just get each day or each week, you just get this my handy dandy screwdriver thing, and then mine everywhere around it. Now the reason why you mine it is because you want a little bit some extra space around, just so you can get a good space texture. Just mine it around, something like this, then you're good. So you just need the same thing, gardening soil, put the dirt on the top, and you're absolutely fine. Now the next one's gonna be Thai hot chili. There are totally no difference between Habanero red peppers and Thai hot chilies. The only difference is that Thai hot chilies are chilies that need to be trimmed sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes it needs to be trimmed, sometimes it doesn't. Well, the Habanero Thai hot chilies are really, really easy to grow. Now, they are so simple. They're like one in a million to grow them. The reason why they're so easy to grow is you have some chili seeds and just sprinkle it up in your garden, and then you'll get good chilies. Just like wait for a while, and you don't need to get from the nursery, because in about 50 days it will grow with peppers. Now, in order to grow Thai hot chilies, the reason why it's a little bit more advanced than Habanero reds, it's because the reason why it's a little bit more advanced and a little bit less advanced is because you need an open, wide variety of space, and you need to trim a cycle right over here. You got to trim some kind of cycle like this, and then you trim it something like you make like a gap right here. Now making the gap is simple. You gotta make the gap like this in order for it to grow. Now my Thai hot chili don't really need that. They only need that if you have slugs in your garden most of the time. Like you just wake up, you go for a morning day walk, and then you see slugs, then that's the only thing you need to. But since I have a garden bed, really, it's not really a big deal. Next one, tomato. Tomatoes, they are so simple. Literally. You could plant them on the ground. You don't need, it's more, you should put it in a pot or something. So, the reason why you should put it in a pot is because these things they'll grow like bushes. And then they'll grow like right over here, they'll go all around. But if you have this little thing right over here, then you're perfectly fine. So this little thing is gonna help it grow upwards. These little leaves, they're gonna grow on top. I'm 100% sure you guys should know, obviously already know it. So next one gonna have to be cilantro. Now cilantro, man, is so simple. If you think about putting it onto the ground, right over here, mine it, and then put it inside, and then it turns to dead. Like not exactly dead, but like you get like these kinds of leaves every single area. Then yes, then yeah, you'll usually know. If you put it on the ground, you'll have that little gray thing on each single pebble. Now that's either called molding. I don't really know, but it's probably called molding. And the reason why cilantro is so easy to grow, it's probably gonna have to be because it has second, third live chances. Now what I mean is that once I was about 6 years old, I planted cilantro's seeds in my place. I stole it from another person. I pickpocketed him. I put it onto the ground. And then, for some reason, they grew. Yes, they grew. They turned something like this. But the bad part was that they got gray leaves for some reason. I don't know why, but they got gray leaves. Now, gray leaves are really bad for cilantro. There are many reasons why. Number one, when you get gray leaves, you cannot eat them. I'm like, yes, you can't eat them. You only get the stems and everything. That's why, but cilantro, when I put it into the garden bed, it healed up like a perfectly fine root, like this. Now, the reason why this is so simple, it's probably gonna be having to be because it has second lives. Now, the next one's gonna be beans. Beans are so simple to grow. The reason why is that it's because you just need to put them in daylight sun, and then they'll usually start growing, and then put bamboo sticks right around them, and then they'll grow, and then they'll grow up and up. They'll twirl around the bamboo stick, usually. For this one, it's doing a great job, like literally. But the bad part is that it takes pretty much a while in order for these green beans to grow. Next one is dragon fruit. Now, I don't want to stay too close to the dragon fruit because it gives me spikes and I am anxious about them. Now, dragon fruits are so simple to grow. The most hardest part is that just try not to give them too much water. You could even put dirt on them, sand on them. Simple. You put water on them a little bit, and then they grow. Next one, strawberries. Now, always usually tomato plants or red cherry, because the red cherry ones, because those are so simple to grow. Not so simple, but they're the most common one. My dad accidentally picked two of the same varieties, but man, next one are going to be strawberries. Now, strawberries are also simple to grow, not exactly for beginners, but I'll say for beginners. Now, the reason why strawberries are so good is probably going to be because they grow good. Now, I'm going to have to tell you guys which strawberries do you need in order to get a good strawberry plant. Now, all these strawberry plants you're seeing are babies, and all of these you are seeing are actually Albanian strawberries. Yes, that's right, Albanian strawberries. Fragnindra, Fryan strawberries, whatever. Now these are the ones that I have. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Okay, just take the way off for you. It's this Albanian red strawberries. Now these ones, strawberries, I bought it from a nursery. The reason why I bought it from a nursery is because they take pretty much a while. I have this Cointreau strawberry. It died. Except for this little flower guy. They molded, which is bad. Common for strawberries. These are Sequoia ones. They aren't that getting healthy. It's almost rotting a little bit. Now the ever sweet berry right over there, it's growing like a beast. That's hilarious. Look at that. Comparing. Look at that whole big bush. Look at this tiny little bush. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, in order to probably deal with all these plants, probably you should just put, mostly for all of these plants, just put rich soil. Take some soil, put it onto a napkin, put